Welcome to the Autosparkle Show. We're about to take you on a journey ride as we talk about the most interesting things in the world of cars, aircrafts, and boats. Fasten your seatbelt and get ready as we go on this cruise.
Hello once again, everybody. This is the Autosparkle Show, and thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you've been enjoying all our previous episodes, and if you did not tune in, you can just listen to them right here on the app. So today we are going to be telling you about the challenges airlines face in storing aircraft and maintaining downtime. So first, there are a few reasons why airlines can decide to store their aircraft, and although some of them might at first seem obvious, the actual reasons are quite varied. The first one, lack of use. The main reason why an airline might park an aircraft for a long time is that current demand does not dictate its use. This is the most common reason and mainly what we have seen during the current aviation crisis. The second reason is for safety, obviously. If an aircraft model is temporarily grounded for safety reasons, airlines may choose to send it into storage until it is clear to fly again. The third reason, retiring aircraft. Some airlines choose to store aircraft because they are planning on phasing them out but are not yet ready to ship the plane off to an aircraft graveyard. I'm sure you did not know there was an aircraft graveyard, right? Last reason, waiting for new owners. Finally, some aircraft lease stored aircraft to firms. In many cases, the plane is stored for several months and contracts are signed. So some airlines face some challenges when it's time to store aircraft, and the first challenge for an airline is to choose where to send the aircraft. Airports generally charge expensive fees to land at the best of times or park for more than a day. So airports are not designed for long-term storage, and it will cost a whole lot of money to leave an aircraft there for long. So another challenge is finding an aircraft that has room to fit the plane. Not just any airport will do. Airlines will need to choose an airfield that is far away from significant natural hazards such as hurricanes. Therefore, airlines will need to factor in transportation costs to ferry these aircraft to the chosen location. The cost of storing aircraft is also quite high. When it comes to long-term storage, different costs come into play. Not only does the airline need to spend capital on transporting the aircraft to the region, but they also need to pay a landing cost to keep the aircraft on site. According to Financial Times, the landed cost of storing and maintaining a single Boeing 777 can be around $348,000 a year. Around the world, the average price is commonly referenced as $1,000 per day. Wow. Unlike cars, aircrafts can be parked for months at a time and have a simple battery recharge to get it going again. It's so easy for you to park your car and, all you have to do is charge your battery or jumpstart it or something. Engineers at these remote storage airports need access to the aircraft and bring them back up to fighting shape at any time. There are many challenges that an aircraft in storage needs to face during its hibernation, and some of these tasks include filling the aircraft with fuel. The aircraft are at risk of being thrown about by heavy winds, so by fueling the plane, it weighs down the airframe and prevents it from literally taking flight in strong winds. Imagine parking your aircraft somewhere and you come back the next day and you find out that breeze has taken your aircraft to another place because you didn't fill it up. So if you want to park your plane somewhere, if you are not using it, it has to be filled up. Imagine spending on fuel for something that you are not even going to be flying. Well, also, the interiors need to be aired out and dehumidified. Trapped water in the cabin can cause havoc to the electronics, let alone the interior finishes of the cabin. Sometimes the seats might also need replacement. Also, the tires need to be rolled back or forward, as long exposure can create divots or compromise the round structure. Engines and hydraulics are occasionally activated and powered up to ensure that they remain functional. Also, the aircraft would need to be secured from trespassers and need 24-hour monitoring by security. So you are not flying the aircraft, you are not making any money from it, you are filling it up with fuel, and you have to pay for security. Wow. Many of these storage airports where aircraft are grounded need specially trained engineers on site, and this is not easy if the airport is remote and in the middle of a desert. Other aircraft maintenance remains in effect, such as lubrication, oils, and battery replacements. Airlines are essentially paying the complete maintenance fees for an aircraft that is not even flying. So it definitely would cost a whole lot to maintain your aircraft if it's not in use. So these are some of the challenges airlines face in storing aircraft, and it seems like quite a lot actually. Anyway, as we've come to the end of today's podcast, thank you for tuning in. We hope you learned something, and we will be back next time. Thank you.
The Autosparkle Show is proudly brought to you by Autosparkle, Africa's leading automotive detailing brand. Get familiar on www.myautosparkle.com. Autosparkle, always wow.